Hi, welcome to the Shipper Update. I'm Mike Vincent. He's Anthony Smith. Let's continue, my friend. What's going on?
All right, we've got to continue. Quick recap from what we
Yes.
talked about last time. It's Thursday, so that means initial jobs claims are being updated. And we
Thursday.
saw every Thursday, we saw that 360,000 claims came in. High number historically, but another pandemic low. So moving back in the right direction or the best direction.
Yeah.
And that's down for jobless claims.
Excellent.
As we said earlier, I don't get too caught up in the percentage or the actual number, but the direction. And the direction the other outlets are kind of reporting, whether it's unemployment rates, quit rates, job openings, things like that. I look more so at the direction just because things have been so crazy about this pandemic. Just being able to total up all these numbers, I think is kind of suspect because there's been a flood of them coming in, a flood of them coming out. So
And there's a lot of revision that's gone on.
a lot of
right?
revisions are going
And
on.
there's different methodologies for calculating. One says this, one says that,
Exactly.
those type of things. But the overall direction.
Exactly, overall
Right?
direction.
Everybody agrees the direction is going in a certain way. right?
Exactly.
Even when it's revised, it may go up a little bit, down a little bit, but the overall direction is the right way. right?
Exactly,
You're
exactly.
saying that you were saying earlier as well that applications flooding into.
Applications are now flooding in. That's exactly right. So we're almost, I don't think we're quite there yet, but this pendulum always swings. It's going to be a hot job market. It's going to be the employees market. Then it kind of switches back to the employers market. So we definitely are seeing that tons of applications coming in, anecdotal evidence, stories like that.
Yeah.
But that's going to be one of the upstream battles for a lot of people. And as you mentioned earlier, very nicely as well, you might be an economist yourself, talking about having the skill sets to make get your foot in the door. And that's gonna
Anybody
be
can
harder.
apply for the job.
Exactly.
yeah.
So on the next chart here, we have to talk about our other big update, and that's going to come in the form of industrial production. Came out this morning. We saw that manufacturing was one of course, this makes up 70%. Slight increase, 0.4% for industrial production for the month. It's going to be 9.5%, I believe, year over year. Year over year is going to be a little bit crazy. Machinery edged down just slightly, 0.5%. We can kind of see that preview here in that downward movement in the green line in our FO try, and that's going to be our canary and the coal mine.
Yeah, flatbed movement can predict it. Right?
Exactly. I always look to it for that. That's why it's one of my favorites, whether I'm talking about construction or manufacturing.
I know it is.
And so tying the two together, we're talking about manufacturing, we're talking about employment. Manufacturing is going to be one of the hardest hit areas when we're talking about what's going on within the realm of employment. They're strapped for labor right now.
They are strapped for labor right now, and you said you had a 0.4% reduction
In machinery.
in machinery only.
Yeah.
And then we have FOTRI or flatbed tender rejections are coming down a little bit.
Slight
right?
edge down, still at 23%, but
But
slight edge
it's 23%. It's high for that.
but like
right?
you
It's
said, slight edge down.
historically, it's huge. It's like the highest ever.
Right.
Right at 23%.
Yeah.
So it's not like things are just cooling and oh well. I mean, it was a nice burst, but it's over.
It's
right?
just
And
rapid growth at a slower pace, essentially.
Yeah,
And
less
so-
incredibly fast.
Exactly. And our next chart here, one of the big areas that we have to talk about, of course, is going to be the producer price index.
Right.
That had, again, another exponential growth. We saw consumer price index increase in the most recent week, and now we are also seeing the producer price index also increasing. So I don't think this is too much of a surprise. I remember conversations weeks and months ago between you and me talking about there's going to be inflation, right?
There's got to be inflation. It's going to have to happen. Yeah.
And so we are seeing it now real time as we speak with the producer price index, with the consumer price index. This is going to happen a lot of times, not just because of money, but the upstream materials cost. We look at new orders, they're not slowing down despite the commodity challenges.
No, they're not.
There's still production still going on, business to business activity still happening, and those prices are indeed getting passed down to those final users. Those wholesalers are going to pass those costs along because it's going to be only a matter of time until those consumers feel that hit, and they're feeling it now.
You can already start to see it, right? I look for these things, right? Because we talk about them every day. The general public does not, right? I don't know when they will see it, but I'm starting to see it already. But it doesn't seem to be limiting anybody.
No. I mean, pockets still flush with cash, savings rates still high, so consumers still feeling confident. That's a good thing, but how long this can last or be sustainable? Definitely quite a few months, but we'll see what the overall outcome is.
We'll see. Yep. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anthony.